10 Easter eggs in World of Warcraft. Let's check it out. Some of these we may know, some of these we may not. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here,
Hello.
back with another video for you. The winner of the latest Patreon poll is a video about Easter eggs in World of Warcraft.
Oh, cool.
There are a ton of secret things, rooms, or references in the game, so in this video, I thought I'd show you 10 more.
Cool.
For number 1, we have an oldie,
Oh.
but a goodie. Throughout the game, you can find Knoll and Centaur camps and whatnot, Hogger's area and the Elwyn Forest, throughout Westfall, and so on. They live in these little tents made from hides skinned from animals, and if you look closely, humans? Now that's intense.
Yep.
Hey, if they can skin humanoids, why can't we?
What the?
Clearly it's in the game.
What?
Let's double down on the creepiness in the Nagrand zone in the Outland.
Okay.
Located
I know
above
this
the
one.
Laughing Skull ruins, you'll find the Nagrand Orphanage. It seems like a nice place.
Yep.
It has a sandbox, a swing set, and is watched over by a female troll named Chal. But if you go around the back, hidden away behind the building are a few cages with little bones inside.
They're way too small.
Who trusted the female troll warlock with the fire staff to be the orphan matron here? Does she look trustworthy to you? What's in that
Not gonna lie, guys, World of Warcraft doesn't seem like a nice place to live.
stew, lady?
Okay.
There's also a doghouse with no dog that I can find anyways, but there's some rotting flesh and bone inside.
Bro.
In the Thousand Needles
Oh, what's
Zone,
this one?
there's a big goblin ship called the Fizzle and Pozix Speed
Okay.
Barge. This area just serves as a questing hub, but underneath you can find this little hideout where the workers take a break.
Wait, I didn't know that.
There's a table with some takeout boxes, some
Wait,
goblin
what?
gadgets and contraptions, a pool floaty, and a giant pinup calendar on the wall.
Wait, I had no idea about this one, actually. That is very interesting. What the hell?
A cool little getaway, aside from
It's
the
a
water.
little bit of
I don't like water. It's smooth and wet and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm really surprised that calendar hasn't changed, man. To like a bowl of fruit or something on a motorcycle.
This next one I talked about in another video a while
this
ago,
one I know.
but I think it fits here too, and that's the WKM Room in Orgrimmar. This is another pretty well-known one, I think.
And it's so obvious where it
In the middle
is.
of Orgrimmar, you'll notice a giant pillar. It's a little out of place, don't you think? Using some glitching to get under Orgrimmar, you can actually get right under this pillar and go inside of it, and you'll find that it's actually hollow. At the top
remember
is
doing
a
this back
tiny
in the
little
day.
room, which is at the head of the pillar looking from the outside, and inside is a plaque that reads WKM and a little candle vigil. I don't think it's been officially confirmed anywhere what it means,
Yeah, I'm not
but
sure.
the common belief is that it's a memorial to an employee who passed away.
Probably. There's a ton of those around the world. There's also one in Hillspread where there is... I'm not sure if it's an employee or if it's a family member of an employee. There's like a little grave with like a little light stone and stuff, or a little light. That's also like a memorial to a person who passed away.
And another memorial can be found in the Borean Tundra Zone, southeast of the Nexus.
Oh, wait, what?
In the
Kevin's
hills
art
of Koldara, you can find the brush-wielding trio, a panda named Zega,
Wait, what?
a blood elf Farah, and Kenai Griffith, the art teacher.
Okay, this must have been introduced later though, not in Wrath, right?
If you speak with him,
Never
he
seen
has
this.
some dialogue where he welcomes you to the sketch group. Welcome to the sketch group. Grab an easel, get comfortable.
What?
No judgments here, unless
There's
you're
a panda,
paladin,
yeah.
of course. Today, we're studying the Nexus. Such beauty, such chaos, so much blue.
No.
This
Blue's
is a
nice.
tribute to an artist in Blizzard named Kevin Kenai Griffith. Tragically, he passed away from cancer in 2014,
shit.
and this is Blizzard's memorial to him.
Okay.
There's also a tribute to him in Blizzard's action RPG game, Diablo 3, with the Kenai Cube feature, which lets you equip legendary traits.
Oh, that's kind of
A
cool.
cool little tribute, I think. Nestled and hidden away in the north.
Okay. It was a memorial for Blizzard employee's dad named William Kenneth Max. Oh, the previous one. Oh, okay. That's cool. The WKM room. All right.
Eastern Duskwood Zone.
Did they have to make him an undead? Bro, I didn't even realize that, man. They actually made him an undead. He freaking passed away and then Bro, it made him a human, man. Like, what the fuck? That's actually messed up. I didn't even realize that. Oh.
You can find another Easter egg / tribute. If you follow an out-of-the-way path through this clearing,
I've never
you'll
seen
find
this
a rare
either.
spawn named the Unknown Soldier and 2 giant statues watching over the area.
Oh, I've seen those before, but I haven't seen that.
This is in reference to the real-life Tombs of the Unknown Soldier, which are memorials for all of the unknown soldiers who perished in the battlefield.
Okay, I didn't know about that actually.
I think the most widely known one is in the Arlington Cemetery in Virginia, but many countries such as France, the UK, Portugal, Italy, and so on have these monuments.
Okay.
So, the World of Warcraft saw fit to have their own in-game. In real life, the memorials are typically guarded and watched over 24/7, and the Unknown Soldier stands vigil in the Duskwood Memorial, along with the 2 hooded statues.
Oh, that's cool.
The soldier himself is decked out in Alliance armor and kneels at the tomb, defending it from any disrespectful adventurers.
Dude, a lot of these I didn't know about.
That's enough for memorials, I think.
Yeah.
In the northeastern Jade Forest on a bluff, you can find a house with a bunch of balloons tied to the roof.
I have actually never watched this movie. I heard it's really sad, but I never watched it.
And nearby, you can find 3 NPCs, a fox named
Reference
Dig,
to Up, I assume,
a grumble
yeah.
named Rusty Nail, and a Pandrin named Carr. This is a reference to Pixar's 2009 film Up, with Carr as Carl, and Dig as Doug, and Rusty Nail as Russell, I believe. But it's been a while since I've watched the movies, so I could be wrong about that.
Makes
The
sense.
balloons themselves are a mix of Darkmoon Faire and Alliance and Horde themes as well. A cool reference for a cool movie that I recommend to anyone.
I haven't
Just
seen it
bring
though.
a handkerchief.
2009.
The next 2 are kind of cheating since they've been removed from the game, but still worth mentioning I thought, since it's one of the most elaborate references in the
Maze
game.
Runner.
Or was at least. Do references count as Easter eggs? I don't know, but I'll talk about it anyway since I think it's interesting and cool, and it was sort of hidden. The Ungoro Crater Zone holds a slew of Easter eggs, and the zone itself is one huge reference, and in this zone, you used to be able to find the Linken quest line. In the southeast, you could find a wrecked raft with a pack nearby, and opening the pack gave you a curled map parchment, a large compass, a lion-headed key, and a faded photograph. Those first 3 are oddly familiar, aren't they? And if you clicked on the faded photograph, you would see a hooded gnome with a companion in Stormwind City.
It's a really long quest chain, the Linken's quest chain.
Since this quest is now removed, this faded photograph is a highly sought-after collector's item and is currently going for over 400,000 gold on average.
Wait, why? Just so you can have it in your bags? Humans are so weird. Like, we as a species, we are so strange. It is weird. We collect the most strangest things for no reason. Like, it has no purpose. Like, it's just, you can trade it to someone and show it to them, I guess. Digital hoarders? Yeah, I mean, I get it. There's also things I enjoy, like keeping or whatever the heck, right? But
across all US servers.
But do you have a Swift Spectral Tiger? I think mounts and stuff are different, because those you can kind of like, you can ride and you can use them and stuff like that, right? So I think that's a little bit of a different, but this is a photograph, right? I don't know. Thank you, Kennedius, for the 17 months. I don't know what you just said, but I appreciate the sub, though. Thank you.
One listing active at the time of this video. So, if you clicked on the raft, you got a quest to return these items to an NPC in the north named Linken. A short dude with a green hood,
burnt
tunic,
food, and
and a shield.
What?
You got to keep the photograph, though. You find out that Linken has amnesia. He was supposed to come to this strange land for a reason, but he just can't remember, which is similar to the Game Boy game Link's Awakening, where he crashes his raft and lost his memory. All he knows is that he's supposed to strengthen his sword somehow, and that an NPC named Donovan Snowden in the Winter Spring Zone can do just that. Every Zelda game makes you power up your sword.
I actually have never beat a Zelda game, chat. I've played Ocarina of Time up onto the graveyard part, because then I got too scared and I couldn't play anymore because I was a kid. and I've also played Wind Waker. I really loved the ocean travel in Wind Waker, but I reached a mission or a quest or something where I had to go around like a bush, and there was a bunch of guards trying to like capture you, and I was too scared to continue. Because whenever the guards, they captured you, they like started running towards you. So yeah, I never beat them either. I played a lot of time with them in middle school. Yeah, I was just too scared, man.
Start with the training
Zelda stream when? I don't know, maybe it could be fun.
sword, you get a tempered one, and lastly, the legendary Master Sword. Remember, this was pre-Cataclysm. Quests sent you all across the globe, and this chain was no different. You went all the way north to the Winter Spring Zone, where Donovan strengthens the sword, but she says that it's still too weak, and that we'll need help from another dwarf named Grigan Brewspewer, way down south in Fairless. He makes us an important item called the Vidir Elixir, but to get it, you need a special plant called Evo Root, which is guarded by a null creature named Miblan, which is an anagram for the word Moblin, which are enemies in the Zelda series.
Oh!
You lure him away from the plant by using bait, you pick it up, and return it to Grigan to get the elixir. You then return that to Donova, and she tells you to go to the graveyard in Tanarus and drink the elixir. Doing so will kill you, but if you go north in ghost form, you'll find an old man named Garian. He tells you to go back to the graveyard and to find the right gravestone, and if you push it over, you'll find a sword-shaped hole in the ground, and if you place a training sword into that, you get the tempered sword.
Yeah.
You then return the sword to Linken and talk to a few NPCs, and it turns into the superior sword.
Ooh.
But we still need to figure out where to use it. So, you're sent across the world once more to an NPC named Eridan Bluin in the Felwood Zone, where she tells you of some evil located in the heart of Ungoro Crater called Blaze Runner. He's protected by a magical enchantment though, and we need to figure out a way to dispel it. She has you gather some reagents from various enemies in Felwood, and has you take them all the way back to the Tanarus Zone in the eastmost peninsula to summon a water elemental named Aquamentus.
Dude, imagine doing this quest back in the day with no questy, no rested XP, nothing. Just doing your own thing, man, exploring.
Which is in reference to Aquamentus with the U, a recurring boss in the Zelda franchise. If you survived the fight, you'd get the Silver Totem, which dispels Blaze Runner's aura. Returning to Linken gave you the last part of the chain, which was to finally defeat Blaze Runner, who guards a mystical triangle-shaped artifact called the Golden Flame, and could be found atop the Fire Plume Ridge in the middle of Ungoro Crater. You had to use silver arrows, the Silver Totem, to dispel Blaze Runner's magical aura, which made him vulnerable. So, you battled it out with the Fire Elemental in a climactic duel, and if you were successful, you got the Golden Flame.
There it is, dude.
If you returned to Linken a final time, you were awarded with either his Sword of Mastery or the Spirit of Aquamentus Offhand.
Actually, a really good offhand though. 20 healing and 20 healing and damage. Really good.
Offhand, whichever you choose. And a trinket called Linken's Boomerang, which dealt some damage and also had a chance to stun and disarm the target.
That's actually a cool trinket.
It was quite the epic quest chain. An adventure, some would describe it, I'm sure. The sword today is a highly sought after transmog item because it had a unique model.
Oh!
It's no longer obtainable though, since the whole chain was removed in the Cataclysm expansion, one of its many victims. So, it's one of the rarer transmogs in the game.
Damn.
And, as I said earlier, the whole zone itself is a big Easter egg and is filled with references. One of the biggest ones is the old TV show, The Land of the Lost, where the characters, Marshall, Will, and Holly, entered this alternate universe inhabited by dinosaurs. To the north is the hub Marshall's Refuge. There's an NPC named Halanyi. Throughout the zone, there are these pylons that are powered by red, blue, green, and yellow crystals, which is also an element from the show, and so on.
That's cool.
And if all of that wasn't obvious enough, originally, zoning into the Ungoro Crater played the opening theme from The Land of the Lost.
Wait,
this
really?
was removed due to copyright, I believe, though.
Okay, yeah, because I've never heard that. Like, what? Okay. They actually made it a literal reference to a... What? Was it Mojito?
And
That's
our
crazy.
last Easter egg can be found in the Western Tearsfall
Oh yeah, the
Gravestone
forest.
in the Eastern Kingdoms, located in the Whispering Forest. In this forest, you'll find a large circle of mushrooms, which is peculiar itself, but if you wait long enough, something special happens. These Fey-drunk fairies will spawn and kind of hang out for a bit, and after a while, they convene at the circle of mushrooms and
play a little
perform a
song.
neat little ritual with some flashy effects and even a song. If you turn on your music, you get to hear the fairy dragon's short song. And if you liked the music enough, you can get the scroll for it to play in your garrison. This spawns in the middle of the circle of mushrooms after the fairies do their ritual, but it's only visible if you have the jukebox unlocked. They
That's kinda
show
cool.
up every 15 minutes or so it's a nice easy collectible and a cool experience. Hidden stuff like this is part of what makes this game great,
True.
and I like sharing it with you guys.
I think all these like random little facts are so fun. They're like in any game, not just WoW, but like in any RPG or whatever you're doing, right? It's cool. I love it.
Be sure to do another one of these soon. I'm sure a lot of you knew about some of this stuff already, but hopefully it's new to most of you out there. And if you have any you'd like to suggest, go ahead and let me know, since I do write them down.
This is really good.
I
Makes the
hope you
world
found
feel
the
more
video
alive. Yeah, it
interesting
does.
or entertaining. Like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, good video, man.
Farewell for now, mortals.
I enjoyed watching this.
We hope you enjoyed today's.
I'll link it here, chat. Check out Matt
See you
Season,
again
of course.
soon.
Amazing WoW creator, makes some amazing videos. I just got this recommended. I figured it'd be a fun watch together, so there it is, man. There it is. Dude.